Greetings all, Ferrari-Man 601 here. Welcome back to Flight Simulator 2020, and welcome to Austin, Texas. What are we doing here today? Well, we have got an appropriately garish livery on our Baron, and why are we doing this? Well, because we're going to go find an appropriately garish racetrack. Circuit of the Americas is someplace just off the runway and to our left. It is not far at all. In fact, as soon as we get airborne, we'll probably already see it. I'm not a big fan of COTA. Why am I not a big fan of COTA? Because every corner is just ever so slightly too tight, which means that you can't really open a car up around there. But we're going to see what Flight Simulator have done with COTA, and I'm led to believe that it's going to be similar to the other racetracks that we have found so far over the last year and a bit. However, we have to go verify that suspicion, which we shall do presently. Sitting here on the runway causing a massive traffic disruption for everybody, I'm sure. But we are cold and dark, and we are going to remedy that situation in mere moments. We will get some battery power up in this thing, and we will hide our yoke momentarily so we can just see all of our switches a little bit better. We are going to get up some lights. We're going to start to think about getting some avionics.
TOS system test. Okay.
And so if we zoom out here on our map a little bit, Circuit of the Americas is not on the map, but it's going to be. Obviously, we are facing south is down. So it's going to be south and to, on our map, to the right side. Relative to our nose, it's going to be to the left. So that'll be just wonderful. Get some mixtures up on both engines. Props are up forward. We'll get some engine action going here. Alright, that's a start on the left engine and the right engine. Coming up. There we go. We've got two engines, two oil pressures. Oil temps are coming up, and idle speed looks good. Get some alternators up. Pitot heat on. Our yoke back in position. Trim is... Yep, okay. There we go. Get some flap action. Get an altimeter reset. There we go. 3035 is our altimeter. We'd be ready to go. Release some brakes. And throttle them up. It's 40 knots, 50 knots. Those already wanting to come up, 75. We're up, positive rate. Gear up. Bringing flaps in. Flaps are in. Very nice conditions today. Not much wind, hardly any crosswind. That's very nice. And just as I suspected, I do believe that that is COTA. Right off to the left, as we expected it to be. We'll wait for ATC to hand us off from the Austin Tower. But yeah, that be COTA, that be start finish there, just coming up to our A pillar, as it were. Do a couple orbits, and we'll figure out what's probably going to be our best place to land. Start finish is a possibility. Yeah.
Austin Tower F-Man 601 frequency change.
Start finish is a definite possibility. If we land in the direction of travel, we'll have the hill to help us stop. They've got pretty good elevation information here, it would appear. Through the S's, Sector 1. Top of the hill. It's the worst corner in the world. Coming up, the hairpin. All right. And some power lines. The back straight, also obviously a candidate for landing. Sector 2 into Sector 3 complex. Warning me of terrain, obviously. I have that under control, don't worry. All right. Well, the track looks like it's here. It looks like it's complete. And at the moment, I can't tell if anything is blocking it. I'm not sure. One area of suspicion where the bridge is. Am I seeing a shadow from the Bing Earth? Don't call it Google Earth. Am I seeing a shadow from a scan, or am I seeing an obstruction on the ground? It's hard to tell.
500.
But so far it appears complete. And it appears passable. We may be able to do a hot lap of COTA here. Much to my chagrin. This could well be possible. I think we're going to try to land it on start finish. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. So we are going to flip around here and set ourselves up for an approach onto start finish. Does that sound like something that might be worth doing? I say so. And my frame rates are going nuts. It is not typical to get to these bad frame rates all of a sudden since the last sim update. Hopefully that'll stamp itself out. Down over that way is City of Austin and the airport. Really did not travel too far at all. All right, we got approach flaps out. We did not have a stall. It's just the instrumentation deciding to act like instrumentation. Okay. Flaps coming the rest of the way out. Get our gear coming. Gear down. dokes. Our scenery has entirely collapsed here. Let's hope that comes back, because that looked a whole lot better a couple minutes ago.
Stall.
But we're down easily. All kinds of room. It's basically like a runway. It's not even that rough until you get up to the incline of the hill. However, I am going to hope that this scenery starts to come back, because that is not representative of what the sim even can do. But we're down. Obviously, we have made a landing. Yeah. Some of it's here, and some of it is well and truly not. Unless the picture it superimposes from the ground just looks that much better, it might. I don't know. I really don't know, but there is obviously Circuit of the Americas. Didn't even need to try for the back straight. Plenty of room on start finish. But, right, it's all well recognizable from the air. And as you start to get closer, the illusion starts to disappear, doesn't it? Yeah. Have a look at that. The grandstand, it kind of looked like there was the actual grandstand there, but no, it's just a shadow. We have got the generic garage warehouse facilities where the pit lane is and where the paddock is. Track surface, like all of the others, appears to be a mix of dirt, gravel, and grass. But the elevation data so far looks reasonable. Start-finish is obviously not on such a severe camber as you can see here, but it is in this circumstance, and, well, it's passable, at least for the moment. So that's interesting. We do have a tree up there at turn 1. The track is not blocked, though. So that's fine. We do have shadows there from where the gantry is for the signage. But, yeah, turn 1 and the run up to it, it's pretty steep. I think it's even steeper than this in reality, but they've done the topography somewhat reasonably here. Right? Guess we'll see what we can do. I can't get that drone camera too far away from the airplane without the sim becoming unstable. So we will get things started up, and we'll go for an exploratory lap or two, or several. All right. Flaps are up so we don't take off accidentally. We'll need some power to get up this hill. Right. So turn 1, trying to turn. There we go. It's difficult to turn an airplane on the grass on an upslope, just in case you were wondering. There's the tree. We'll want to make sure that we don't clip that with our wing. We're well clear of it. Right. So there's a little bit more elevation change here than there is, at least in the iRacing version of this track. More shadows on the ground from where the signage boards are. And here's where the track already starts to lose me. All of these corners are just a little bit too tight so you can't take them flat out in a lot of even high-level race cars. It's very annoying. The track's constantly undermining you. It doesn't feel like it's flowing and natural. It feels entirely artificial and pretty drab, to be honest. Coming up, this is a rise in reality, and it's a rise here. See, generally you'd want to keep a car really tight to this apex because you have this entirely artificial and unnecessary corner that just cuts 90 degrees left over crest. Car gets light over here. You crest the hill and then you start to move left. Yep. Come down to the hairpin. We have to brake mighty hard to have any chance of getting through here. Turn in, front wheel is sliding. We're really understeering our way off. There we go. And now the backstretch. This is where the DRS zone is in Formula One. For us, we're going to have a job just to keep it on the ground. But the back straight just keeps going on and on and on. Come down. This is a slight downhill area in reality. Not quite here. Feels pretty straight and level. Come down to another hairpin. Wouldn't be a Herman Tilke track without hairpins galore. Come on, turn. There we go. Basically, you have to come to a stop to get it to turn sometimes. Get to the end of Sector 2. Another unnecessarily tight area. What does it actually do for the cars? Not much. Does it help with overtaking? No, it doesn't. Certainly doesn't help with lap time. But, yep, come through here. The car's never planted because the track's constantly moving. Come into this double apex, an F1 car, fourth and third, or third and second gear, depending on how the FIA has banned ratio changes for this particular year. Then we come up to Turkey's turn 8 in reverse. Not bad. See that curbing? It looks very nice. Can't use it though, unless your name is not Max Verstappen. The penultimate corner, where IndyCar figured out the ideal line very nicely, but Formula One says this curbing is the limit, otherwise we'll throw you out of the event. Jink left real quick, but stay on the track if your name is Kimi Räikkönen. Then the final corner. Come on, turn. Give me a turn, you know you want to. Here we go. And then start finish. So that, for, I believe, only the second time in our survey of flight simulator racetracks, is a complete lap at a Formula One circuit. So COTA is 100% passable. That's interesting. Very interesting indeed. Yes, this means that we're going to have to embark on a hot lap now that we know which way the corners go and have understood that we can kind of rely on track knowledge from other sims. right. All right, we're sliding. We're going off into the run out a little bit. A race car, this is not. In reality, I'm quite sure the landing gear wouldn't survive this. It's a turn. Little power, a little more power. Down the hill, we may take off. Oh yeah, that's a power slide in an airplane. How are you? Braking real hard. We're not gonna make it. We got bounced over something. That pushes us off. Right. Got the nose off the ground there. Start to give me some brakes. Right. Give me some more brakes and turn. Come on. Thing just plows straight on. Turning, 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 not turning. Yeah. Yeah, we're not exactly talking about very maneuverable here. Turn. Turn. It won't turn. It really won't turn. I think we are kicking up some dust, though. So that's cool. All right. Taking the Verstappen line through here. Not bad. Penultimate corner. I've lost all of my, Oh, I know what happened. Brakes. Going well wide there. Onto the slip road. I know exactly what happened there. Our batteries died. There we go. Forgot to turn the alternators back on. But there's the start-finish straight. All right. So, yeah, that's a flying lap, pun intended, of COTA. So now we have got to take off. Not too bad. Not too bad in terms of the details that we do have. It looked better from the air. It definitely looked better from the air. Throttle up. Get our engines really spun up here before we release our parking brake. Already creeping forward. All right. That flaps out all the way. We're already airborne. All right. Get the landing gear up. And we're up. Cool. So, Circuit of the Americas in Flight Simulator. Yes, it exists. And it's actually passable. You can do a complete lap in an airplane. I'll take it. That looks like an amphitheater type thing there. The inside of the, not turn 8, turn 8. Interesting. And obviously you've got the karting track outside. Not bad. It definitely looks better from the air, but not bad. Well, in that case, it's the only thing left to do is going to be to land back at Austin.
Austin Tower F-Man 601 is 5 miles southeast, 3,100 feet with whiskey to land.
F-Man 601 Austin Tower. Altimeter tree, 0.3555 at 17. Make left downwind runway
18 right.
18
Roger.
Enter left downwind runway 18 right F-Man 601.
That's sim freeze. Slowly coming back. All right. Still does happen from time to time here, even after the updates. Start to descend. A little bit of a step descent.
F-Man 601 with tree 55 at 17. Clear to land runway
18 right, clear to land.
Cleared to land runway 18 right F-Man 601.
All right, got a little bit more distance. We'll turn around and we will land. Right. Coming in. Get me some flaps. Get me some gear. Right. We be good. All right, we are down. Cool, cool. They're going to come up with a progressive taxi in a moment so we could exit the runway. That's a wind gust. All right. Picking up an exit.
F-Man 601, turn next taxiway.
And we're off.
F-Man 601, contact ground on 121.9er.
121.9er F-Man 601.
All right, so we are off of the runway. And we're just going to park it right here. Right. Parked up. Cool. Engine stopped. Keep the avionics and batteries on for the moment. And there we are. Landed back at Austin. We took a look at COTA, ladies and gentlemen. And pleased to report that COTA is entirely passable, even though I am not at all a fan of COTA for the reasons that I have hitherto stated. However, it's there, it's passable. From the air, at least, it looks good. Obviously, in keeping with most of the other tracks that we have seen in Flight Simulator, it's not entirely accurate in terms of what the pit buildings look like. Grandstands are entirely missing, things like that. But from the air, it looks very convincing. And you can do a lap in an airplane. So, yeah, we found COTA. Very easily found, and, well, there it is. So, hopefully, this was interesting and entertaining for you. Until next time, Ferrari Man 601 saying thank you very much for watching, and of course, we will see you soon.